thought is, learning is a treasure that will follow its honor everywhere. I repeat it again. Learning is a treasure that will follow its honor everywhere. Good morning everyone. Welcome back. I hope all of you are safe and fit at home, studying well and completing your work on time. This video is for the students of class 8, subject English. Today in this video, we are going to cover one grammar topic from PCW's book. This is our chapter number 7 and the name of the chapter is Sequence of Tenses. This is my lecture number 1 of the same chapter and this chapter is taken from PCW's grammar book. Students, today in this video we shall learn rules to form sequence of tenses and meaning of tenses, clauses and its types along with examples. After then we shall discuss the homework solution of the homework which was assigned you in lecture number 2 of chapter 3, Glimpses of the Past. Now let us know what is the meaning of sequence of tenses. Before start reading the meaning of the sequence of tenses, first of all let's see what is the meaning of tense. Tenses are verbs that describe when an event, action or condition has occurred. There are 3 types of tenses based on the time. I repeat it again. Tenses are verbs that describe when an event, action or condition has occurred. There are 3 types of tenses based on the time: past tense, future tense and present tense, or we can say present tense, past tense and future tense. Each of these tenses means present tense, past tense and future tense has 4 aspects which indicate the continuation of the tenses. So there are in total 12 forms of tenses that are regularly used in English grammar. Those forms of tenses are simple or indefinite, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Let's see what is the meaning of sequence of tenses. In order to use these tenses correctly and meaningfully, one must remember to follow a couple of rules. While some may be obvious, the others need to be taken care of. The rules that govern the usage of tenses are known as sequence of tenses or agreement of tenses. I repeat it again. The rules that govern the usage of tenses are known as sequence of tenses or agreement of tenses. The sequence of tenses is the principle in accordance with which the tense of the verb in a subordinate clause follows the tense of the verb in the principal clause. The sequence of tenses applies chiefly to adverb clauses of purpose and noun clauses. So let's see what is the meaning of clauses or a clause. A clause is a combination of related words containing a subject and a verb. It can be a simple sentence or a part of a compound sentence. I repeat it again. A clause is a combination of related words containing a subject and a verb. It can be a simple sentence or a part of a compound sentence. Or in simple way we can say that a clause is a group of words in a sentence. Sentence means sentence is a group of words that is bound in a form and gives a complete meaning or sense. A sentence must have subject and predicate. This group of words has subject and a finite verb of its own. To clarify it, let's see some examples. Number 1. She laughed. In this example, you can see that there is only one clause. Let's see the another example. I waited for him, but he didn't come. So, in this sentence or example, there are two clauses. In these clauses, each has its own subject and finite verbs. Let's see how many types of clauses are there. Number 1, that is main clause. Number 2, that is subordinate clause. So there are two types of clauses, main clause and subordinate clause. Main clause is also known as principal clause or independent clause. Subordinate clause is known as dependent clause. Let's see what is the meaning of main clause. Main clause or principal clause or independent clause is that clause which expresses a complete meaning. It alone can stand as a sentence. I repeat it again. Main clause or principal clause or independent clause is that clause which expresses a complete meaning. It alone can stand as a sentence. Or in simple way, we can say that a main clause is a clause that contains a subject and an object. Main clauses make sense on their own. To clarify it, let's see some examples. I met a friend who helped me a lot. Number 2, they contacted the customers who had not paid the bill. Here in these sentences, I met a friend and they contacted the customer are main clause, whose meaning is clear and they do not require the help of any other clauses for their clear meaning. Let's see what is the meaning of subordinate clause. Subordinate clause or dependent clause is that clause which as a lone part cannot express a complete meaning. It alone cannot stand as a sentence because it depends on the other clause, that is independent clause, to give a complete meaning. It serves a subordinate role in the sentence. Or in simple way, we can say that a subordinate clause contains a subject and a verb, but it depends on the main clause for making sense, as it does not make complete sense on its own. To clarify it, let's see some examples. I met a friend who helped me a lot. Number 2, they contacted the customers who had not paid the bill. In these sentences, who helped me a lot, who had not paid the bill are subordinate clause, which requires the help of main clause for its meaning or to complete its meaning. Main clause and subordinate clause along with connectives, it can be conjunction, preposition or adverb, together forms a complete or meaningful sentence. To clarify it, let's see some examples. I saw a man who was crying. Number 2, the professor asked many questions but no one could answer. As you can see in these sentences, I saw a man and the professor asked many questions are main clause or principal clause or independent clause. crying and but no one could answer are subordinate clause or dependent clause. Rules to follow sequence of tenses. One basic rule we must remember at the time of using tenses with principal and subordinate clauses are that the subordinate clause always follows the tense in the principal clause. However, there are some exceptions to this rule which we will see as we go by. There are certain rules to form sequence of tenses. Let's see how. Rule number 1. A past tense in the principal clause is always followed by a past tense in the subordinate clause. Or in simple way, we can say that if the tense in the principal clause is in the past tense, the verb in the subordinate clause will be in the past only. To clarify it, let's see the example. I found out that she was out of town. Here in this sentence, I found out is a principal clause. She was out of town is subordinate clause. As per the rule, the principal clause carries past tense. So, if the principal clause carries past tense, then the verb of the subordinate clause always in the past tense only. And here that is a connective. Connective means that join clauses. It can be conjunction, preposition and adverb. However, there are two exceptions to this rule. Let's see what are the exceptions. Exception number 1. If the subordinate clause expresses some universal fact, mathematical calculation, historical fact, moral guidelines, habitual fact or something that has not yet changed, then a past tense in the principal clause may be followed by a present tense in the subordinate clause. Or we can say that in simple way, if the principal clause is in the past tense and the subordinate clause expresses a universal truth, mathematical calculation, historical fact, moral guidelines or habitual fact, then we use present tense in the subordinate clause. To clarify it, let's see some examples. Number 1. The teacher taught us that the earth is round. So here in this example, you can see that the principal clause is in past tense, but the subordinate clause carries universal truth. That's why we have used present tense in it. Number 2. He learnt from his experience that pride has a fall. Exception number 2. If the subordinate clause is introduced by some conjunction of comparison, that is then and as well as, or if the past tense is used in the principal clause, it may be followed by any tense in the subordinate clause. Or in simple way, we can say that if the principal clause is in past tense and subordinate clause introduced by some conjunction of comparison, that is then or as well as, then we may use any tense in the subordinate clause. To clarify it, let's see some examples. Number 1. He liked you better than he likes me. Number 2. She helped you as well as she helps me. So as we can see in both the sentences, the principal clause carries past tense and subordinate clause is introduced by then or as well as conjunction. So that is why as per the rule we have used any tense, or we can use any tense. It will depend upon the situation also which tense can be used. Rule number 2. Present tense or future tense in the principal clause may be followed by any tense required by the sense in the subordinate clause. Or in simple way, we can say that if the principal clause is in present tense or future tense, then we may use any tense in the subordinate clause as per the requirement of the sentence or as per the sense in the subordinate clause. To clarify it, let's see some examples. Number 1. He thinks that she will be or is there. So here you can see that in the principal clause we have used present tense. So the subordinate clause is followed by future or simple present tense. Number 2. He will think that she will be or was there. So as you can see that the principal clause carries future tense. So here subordinate clause may be carried future or past or present, any tense. There is an exception with this rule. If the subordinate clause is introduced by if, till, as soon as, when, unless, before, until, even, if, as, etc. and the principal clause is in the simple future tense. In that case, the verb in the subordinate clause must be in the simple present tense. Or in simple way, we can say that if the principal clause is in the simple future tense and subordinate clause is introduced by if, till, as soon as, when, unless, before, until, even, if, as, etc., then we will use simple present tense. To clarify it, let's see some examples. Number 1. We shall not go to market if it rains. Number 2. He will wait till she comes. As per the rule, we can see that in both the sentences, the subordinate clause is followed by or is introduced by if or till. That is why simple present tense is used with it. Rule number 3. When the subordinate clause is introduced with the conjunction of purpose, that we do the following. I repeat it again. When the subordinate clause is introduced with the conjunction of purpose, that we do the following. To clarify it, let's see some examples first. He will work hard that he may succeed. Number 2. He works hard that he may succeed. Number 3. He worked hard that he might succeed. In example number 1 and 2, as we can see that we use may in the subordinate clause when the principal clause is in the present tense or future tense. Or in example number 3, we can see that we use might in the subordinate clause when the principal clause is in the past tense. Before start reading rule number 4, let's see what is the meaning of phrase. A group of words that make sense but not complete sense is called phrase. I repeat it again. A group of words that makes sense but not complete sense is called phrase. A phrase gets its identity from the function it performs in the sentence. A phrase expresses an idea. The words in a phrase are closely related to each other. To clarify it, let's see some examples. Number 1, she has a chain of gold. Number 2, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. So, as you can see in the above sentences, the words of gold, sat on a wall are phrases. Rule number 4. If some phrases such as if only, wish that, what if, it is time are used, the clauses that follow it are always in the past tense. I repeat it again. If some phrases such as if only, wish that, what if, it is time are used, the clauses that follow it are always in the past tense. To clarify it, let's see the example. I wish I knew what he bought her. So here in this example, you can see that I wish I knew, it is principal clause, and what he bought her is subordinate clause. As you see that in the principal clause, the phrase wish is used. That is why in both the clauses we have used the past tense according to the rule. Note or remember one thing, there is an exception which you have to keep in your mind. If the conjunction is list, the verb in the subordinate clause is always should, regardless the tense in principal clause. Or in simple way we can say that if the conjunction is list, the verb in the subordinate clause is always should, whatever the tense in the principal clause is used. To clarify it, let's see the example. She warned me lest I should make a mistake. Students, you have to complete your homework on the basis of the topic explained by me. And your homework is revise chapter 7 sequence of tenses from the book or video, and based on the understanding of the topic, do exercise mentioned in the book PCW's grammar as. Page number 41, exercise number 1. Students, since you are not having your PCW's grammar book with you, so here in this video I have mentioned your homework in detail. Exercise number 1. Insert the correct form of the verb in the following sentences. Number 1. As he dashed not there, I spoke to his brother. Clue is B. Number 2. He ran away because he dashed afraid. Clue is B. Number 3. He ran as quickly as he dash. Clue is can. Number 4. Wherever there is coal, you dash find iron. Clue is will. Number 5. So long as the train dash, I stayed at home. Clue is continue. Number 6. You may sit wherever you dash. Clue is like. Number 7. I forgive you since you dash. Clue is repent. Number 8. He rested his horse for it dash. Clue is limp. Number 9. We shall wait here until you dash. Clue is come. Number 10. He went to Kolkata so that he dash find work. Clue is me. Students, remember one thing, you have to complete your exercise in your book only. But if you don't have your book, then you have to complete this exercise in your fair notebook. Students, now in this video, we shall discuss the homework solution of the homework which was assigned you in lecture number 2 of chapter 3, that is Glimpses of the Past. It is written by Ch7. Students, we have already read the chapter along with detailed summary and word meanings of chapter 3, the Glimpses of the Past. As I assigned you homework which was to be done by you on the basis of the chapter explained by me, and your homework was read chapter 3, Glimpses of the Past, and write word meanings highlighted in the video. Based on the understanding of the chapter, write the answers of the questions mentioned in the book Honeydew as. Page number 45, comprehension check, question number 4. Page number 45, working with the text, question number 5 and 6. Page number 45 and 46, working with the language. So, now let's discuss the word meanings of the chapter 3, Glimpses of the Past. Number 1, intellectuals means clever and smart. I repeat it again, intellectuals means clever and smart. Number 2, masses means a group of ordinary people. I repeat it again, masses means a group of ordinary people. Number 3, grievances means complaint. I repeat it again, grievances means complaint. Number 4, Santhals means East Indians. I repeat it again, Santhals means East Indians. Number 5, rebellion means armed resistance to government or leader. I repeat it again, rebellion means armed resistance to government or leader. Number 6, discontent means dissatisfaction. I repeat it again, discontent means dissatisfaction. Number 7, brewing means happening. I repeat it again, brewing means happening. Number 8, adjutant means officer. I repeat it again, adjutant means officer. Number 9, regiment means military unit. I repeat it again, regiment means military unit. Number 10, urged means advised. Urged means advised. Number 11, pitched battles means large battles. I repeat it again, pitched battle means large battles. So these were the word meanings of chapter 3. So now let's discuss the questions and answers. Comprehension check, question number 4. Which picture according to you reveals the first sparks of the fire of revolt? The answer of the question is picture 7 reveals the first sparks of the fire of revolt. So now let's discuss the questions and answers of working with the text. Question number 5 is, name these people. Number 1, the ruler who fought pitched battles against the British and died fighting. Number 2, the person who wanted to reform the society. Number 3, the person who recommended the introduction of English education in India. Number 4, 2 popular leaders who lead the revolt. Choices may vary. The answer of the first part is Tipu Sultan of Mysore. The answer of the second part is Raja Ram Mohan Roy of Bengal. The answer of the third part is Lord Macaulay. The answer of the fourth part is Nana Sahib, Peshawar, Kuwar Singh and Begum Hazrat Mahal. Question number 6 is mention the following. Number 1, two examples of social practices prevailing then. Number 2, two oppressive policies of the British. Number 3, two ways in which common people suffered. Number 4, four reasons for the discontent that lead to the 1857 War of Independence. The answer of the question of part 1 is untouchability and child marriage. The answer of the second part is the British masters allowed imports in India tax-free. They ruined Indian cottage industries. The answer of the third part is the farmers were taxed heavily and the thumbs of skilled workers were cut. The answer of the fourth part is A. Santals who lost their land became desperate and they revolted. B. The sepoys in the English army were paid much less than the white soldiers, so they were discontented and angry. C. The Brahmins were furious when they came to know that the bullets they had to bite contained cow fat and pig fat. D. Many landlords were sore because the British policies deprived them of their land and estate. So now let's discuss the question of working with the language. Question is, change the following sentences into indirect speech. Number 1. First man, we must educate our brothers. Second man, and try to improve their material conditions. Third man, for that we must convey our grievances to the British Parliament. The first man said that dash. The second man added that they dash. The third man suggested that dash. The answer of the first part is the first man said that they must educate their brothers. The answer of the second part is the second man added that they should try to improve their material conditions. The answer of the third part is the third man suggested that they must convey their grievances to the British Parliament. Part 2. First soldier. The white soldier gets huge pay, mentions and servants. Second soldier. We get a pittance and slow promotions. Third soldier. Who are the British to abolish our customs? The first soldier said that dash. The second soldier remarked that dash. The third soldier asked dash. The answer of the first part is the first soldier said that the white soldier got huge pay, mentions and servants. The answer of the second part is the second soldier remarked that they got a pittance and slow promotions. The answer of the third part is the third soldier asked who the British were to abolish their customs. So This is the end of the lecture. Students, if you like our videos, then hit on the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.